welcome back. Here's another one.
Are we doing chop socky yet?
Sounds good, but not really. This is one of the things that kind of irks me sometimes. There's a lot of practitioners out there that that knows that when you cross hands like this, that they know that it's not fighting. For you guys who think that this is fighting, it's not. Okay, this is basically saying, hello, my brother. Now we're gonna fight. If you're just close, touch my shoulder. I can touch your shoulder. It's just who's fastest. Your strategy goes out the freaking window.
Yeah, because if you have someone in the street, they're on drugs, they just want to harm you.
They're not gonna do this.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's up? That's not gonna happen, right? If you're good at this, great. That's a competition thing, right? Combat doesn't start like that. If it does, change the channel, right? You're watching a movie.
I've seen more street fights where people start like this and just clock someone versus.
Exactly. I've done this where it goes, dude, pop. I've done that before. Right? So when you do this, don't.
So wait, when you do that, don't.
Exactly. Right? Nobody's gonna do that in the streets. And don't think that it's combat. It isn't. It is basically like this. It's exactly like that. You don't salute the that's trying to kill you. Right? So when you do, if you do this to somebody, go like this and he does it, pa! Hit him.
Know where you are in your training. To me, you're either doing street combat, ring combat, and we're only talking about fighting, or tournament sparring.
Right.
Those are the only thing. And so there's two of those that requires almost the same mentality. It progressively gets worse. So there's a tournament, and then there's a sport combat, and then there's the street combat. And only one of them do not have rules. So I said this to a friend of mine. I go, how many times in the hood have you seen someone do cross hands in fighting? Even if they did, this is still a competitive mentality.
Right.
Okay, so let's say if we both have our hands up, right? He's thinking, I want to kick his butt. I'm thinking, I have to take him out so I can get home. And I know that sounds brutal, but you really have to understand, there's a line that you can push me to, but once that line is crossed, I got to get home. And that's the safety.
Let's make it worse. Your child is behind you.
Yeah. Your loved ones,
Your loved ones is behind you. You're somebody.
Right. And there's crazy enough people to do this.
I would love for muggers to do that to me.
Put your hands up, Louise. I would go, all right, brother. Because the reality is, me personally, I'd be like, no. I practice combat the way I practice so I could never get into a fight. I've been in them, never liked any of them because I had to hurt another human being.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't personally like that. Some people love that stuff. They thrive on it. I don't like hurting another human being. But at the same time, you gotta do what you gotta do sometime to survive.
Right. I mean, I don't eat pork, but if pork is in front of me, I'll eat it.
Pork fried.
Pork is good, but I tend not to eat it. But I'll eat it. But same thing with fighting. If I don't actually, no matter how brash or something, whatever I am in front of the camera, I really love life.
Well, and
I don't like to hurt.
Because this is YouTube. We've been called studio fighters and we don't know what we know, and that's fine. You are allowed to look upon our beauty and say something like that. That doesn't offend me. I like the page to stay very positive. But, people, not everyone's going to like what we do. And some people have never heard of Master Rancia or Sifu Gus Gates and how dare they teach this stuff. But there's also a lot of people who say, thank you so much, that really will help me in my style. Because these are methods. This is not a specific style. This is just, what I like about street combat is it layers in every system. It actually even layers in karate as well.
You guys who know combat know what I'm talking about. So once you're here, you lost all street effectivity. It's all who's just faster. So you notice he goes like this, and he goes, bam! That's that. That's that one. But I'm already here. And if I just do this, he'll still hit me. What you need to do is for real. The real one is you have to pull it down and then hit him.
Yeah.
But there you go, guys. So you gotta understand, what's that? Competition, fitness, performance, or combat. Okay? So next one. Be the jerk. Sorry, but aside from that, that is my thing. It's strategy. I don't know.
I really have nothing on it.
I don't know.
So this is the way, and know where you are.